Alright, got it. Conveniently placed camera, check. Buttons to show off, check. Alright, got everything ready. Now let's get started with the intro and get the show on the road. Allons-y! Nothing is the same way anyway. Nothing is the same way. Wait, tell me we're all gonna be okay. Would you be there if they took this city away? Hey guys, Lunar Spiral 27 here, bringing you Fairy Tail Chapter 313, The King's Scenario. And welcome to my first video of 2013. As everybody knows, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, those chapters aren't going to come out until the third week of January, so around like the 15th or 16th. However, Fairy Tail has been released pretty early, so let's get started. So the chapter begins with, again, seeing the rankings of the guild members of the Grand Magic Games. Mermaid Heel is in last place with 43 points. Lamia, Scale, and Sabretooth are tied in second with 49 points, and Fairy Tail has 50 points in first place. So the chapter really begins with the reveal of the mysterious person. And it turns out to be Lucy from the future. I'm guessing a couple of days from the future. And honestly, it's not really that surprising anymore. I mean, we've already seen Gemini Lucy, Atlas Lucy, and now we got future Lucy. And future Lucy, once again, is still crying. And apparently this future Lucy used the Eclipse Gate to go back in time to the past. Not really that surprising, really, because of what was revealed about the Eclipse Gate. So yes, she tells him that she's from the future. Everybody's surprised. And she was about to tell them what was going on, but she had to pass out. You just had to pass out. I want to know what the hell is going on with this Eclipse plan. Come on! I guess Hiro Mashima just wants to get the Grand Magic Games out of the way before we get to the Eclipse plan. Fine. Just this once, Hiro. Just this once. Don't know why, honestly, but I think it's probably the after effects of going back in time, maybe. Or that, or she almost created a time paradox. I don't know. So Natsu and the others have no idea what is going on, so they decide to take future Lucy with them out of the Pitfall Palace. And then we cut back to Darton and Princess Hisui, who's again, they're still talking about the future mysterious person and what she told Hisui about what was going to happen. Apparently, yesterday, when she managed to get all 12 Zodiac keys, she managed to unlock the gate, but she hasn't opened it yet. And she's still trying to figure out whether to open it or not, depending on the prediction of how the Grand Magic Games is going to end. From what was told in the previous chapter, a guild in a ridiculous fashion is going to win. It looks like Fairy Tail might win because, I mean, if you think about it, outrageous fashion would definitely go to Fairy Tail. Or it could be Sabretooth or Lamia Scale. Honestly, part of me doesn't want Fairy Tail to win, but it looks like it might happen, I guess. So then we cut back to the threesome between Minerva, Kagura, and Erza. Last time, Minerva managed to capture Miliana as hostage in a tentacle-like bubble that is absorbing all her magic. Of course, both Kagura and Erza are pissed off. Kagura is like, let her go, but Minerva is like, no, and then Kagura is like, let her go, and then she starts attacking Minerva, which apparently she was incredibly fast and about to attack her with her unsheathed sword. Yeah, she's not unsheathing her sword until she gets to Jalal. What has Jalal done to her, we still have no idea. So right when she was about to attack Minerva, I thought this was funny, she switched places with Erza. So Erza was about to get attacked by Kagura, but luckily she managed to get one of her swords to block the attack. So Minerva was like, why don't you two fight off against each other, and whoever wins, I'll let the girl go. And then she teleports Miliana away, and again, she starts going on saying, pulling the strings and making others move to the whim, that is what defines a king. I'm not really sure if she's referring herself to the king, but she is talking about, I'm not really sure if she's referring to herself as a king, but I think I'll get onto that later on in the chapter. She says that, if she was going to face both of them at the same time, she would definitely have a hard time with that. So she decided to let Kagura and Erza face off against each other and hopefully face off against the person who will win in that fight. Yeah, this threesome has actually only lasted one chapter, and in this chapter, it's coming to an end. Sorry, fairy tale fanboys. And right before she leaves, she says, "A king must win using all means necessary." Again, I don't know if she's referring to herself, but it's kind of revealed a little bit later on in the chapter near the end. Now, Erza, of course, wants Miliana back, but Kagura is pissed off because she thought that Erza didn't actually care for Miliana as a friend. Like, she's pretending to be her friend. I guess, because, both Miliana and Kagura saw Jalal, aka Mist Gun, fake Mist Gun, during the Grand Magic Games a couple chapters ago. Minerva leaves, and it looks like it's going to be Kagura versus Erza. Kagura is determined to defeat Erza, and then she's gonna strike down, she's gonna devour the Tiger Lady. Tiger Lady. Actually, that's quite a suitable nickname for her, honestly. So yeah, Kagura has no choice but to take on Erza and then defeat her and then head to wherever the hell Minerva is and face off against her. Although, the other alternative could be work together and then find Minerva and defeat her to save Miliana, but I guess that's not the point because Kagura is pissed off at Erza, because of the whole Jalal thing. What is the deal with Jalal? Seriously, is it just me, or is in every arc in Fairy Tail always had some connection with either Zareth or Jalal? I mean, if you actually think about it, Lullaby, the flute was created by Zareth. Acnologia, he had some connection with Zareth, which apparently Zareth turned him into Dragon Slayer. I don't freaking know. And then, Deliora, the Galuna Island arc. Deliora was created by Zareth. So yeah, everything always ends up with either Zareth or Jalal. What the hell? Fucking car alarm. So right after that, we cut back to, this time we get to see Gajeel, and of course he's complaining that Mavis's plan is not working. And then he runs into Rogue, and it looks like these two are going to face off against each other. I would be excited by this, but except for the fact that Rogue got his ass kicked by Natsu while he was in Dragon Force mode. And Natsu wasn't in Dragon Force mode. He didn't use the Fire Lightning power-up. He was like at his normal basic power. I mean, I'm pretty sure Gajeel will be able to beat Rogue, but I'm hoping that this will be a good fight anyway, and hopefully Gajeel will be redeemed after that fucking ass pull that Natsu has done in 296. Need I remind you how bad that went? And then we cut back to Laxus, and he meets Orga, which is, again, another fight I'm looking forward to and know that is gonna happen. Oh, and it's also revealed that Orga is a lightning god slayer. Gee, what a shock! Except not really, because almost everybody kind of knew he was a god slayer. So yeah. So it's going to be Orga, the lightning god slayer, versus Laxus, the second generation lightning dragon slayer. Please do not fuck this up, Hiro. Please, 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 for all that is holy and good and awesome in manga, do not fuck this up. Please do not troll Orga. Do not troll Laxus. Just make it an awesome, epic battle between lightning and black lightning. Please. That's all I want. Besides, Laxus is one of my favorite anti-heroes / heroes. Yeah. This actually would be pretty awesome if we get to see Jiro facing off against someone. I'm not really sure who Jiro will face off. Maybe he might face off against both Laxus and Orga. I mean, an awesome three-way battle right there, but I'm hoping to see some action with Jiro. Gray already had his moment, so I guess he's going to be pushed aside for now. Chilia and Juvia are still fighting, which, honestly, I don't really give a damn. back at the palace, Hisui and Darton are still watching the matches, and they're still trying to determine. They're watching the matches in order to find out whether Future Lucy's prediction is true, which knowing Future Lucy obviously is. But if not, if this doesn't go the way it's supposed to go in the timeline, time paradox, Reapers are gonna start eating everybody. Okay, again, Doctor Who moment, I know, but honestly, that would be pretty awesome if that happened. I hope Reapers eat Natsu, that would be awesome. In the final page, we get to see Sting, and he starts talking about himself. He says, this is how the chapter ends. He says, "The scenario I came up with brings us the ultimate victory. Watch me shine, Lecter." And that's basically Fairy Tail chapter 313. What did I think about this chapter? Well, it's not a bad start for 2013 for Fairy Tail, I will admit. I was annoyed, however, that Future Lucy had to pass out, so we don't know like what the hell is going on and why Future Lucy came to the past trying to alter the timeline. All I know is that, I don't know, massive destruction is gonna fall upon Fiore. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I guess Hiro Mashima wants to get the Grand Magic Games out of the way and then get to the Eclipse plan, hopefully. Now, the upcoming battles. Next week's chapter is going to be called Erza versus Kagura. So yeah, we're going to see Erza fight off against Kagura. Hopefully we'll get to learn like what the hell happened to Kagura before. I mean, we know that Jalal had something to do with it, but we don't know like what he did. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing Laxus versus Orga. That one I hope will be really awesome, and I do not want Hiro to troll either of these characters. No, please. Now, Gajeel and Rogue. Honestly, Rogue, I've seen what Rogue can do, honestly, but I am interested in seeing how Gajeel has improved. Any new techniques he's learned during the 3 months training. Now, but then again, I know that Gajeel is gonna win because Rogue got his ass kicked by Natsu. Natsu didn't even use any power upgrades. And Rogue was in his Dragon Slayer mode. He was in his Dragon Force mode. So, again, I think that Gajeel is gonna beat Rogue. So that's likely. Laxus and Orga, I have no idea. I'm hoping to see Jura actually fight because, I mean, when he fought against Jalal, it was great until fucking and Melody had to troll Jalal. So hopefully his next battle will be a lot better. And I actually want to see like how much Jura has grown really strong. So yeah. So yeah, but then what Sting, near the end of the chapter, Sting says, I mean, he was planning the situation. He came up with a plan for Sabretooth to win, so was it his idea for Minerva to kidnap Miliana? Was it all his doing? I mean, Minerva was talking about a king. I don't know if she was referring to herself. But if she wasn't, then she was probably referring to Sting. And what is it? And that she said that the king was pulling the strings and he'll do anything necessary to win. So, but then again, Minerva was the one that taken Lecter hostage so they could force Sting to win, even though I don't know why she would do that. She might as well just give him back Lecter and then become more determined to win. Sometimes I can never understand Sabretooth, but it looks like most likely Sting is just gonna wait until everybody starts getting exhausted, and then he'll come in and kick everybody else's asses except Sabretooth. I'm actually, who he's gonna face off, I have no idea. Maybe he'll get his ass kicked by Juro or something, I don't know. But I just hope that whatever happens in these next couple of weeks, I hope Rogue and Sting redeem themselves after that ass kicking by Natsu. I don't want to get started into that, but yeah. So overall, this chapter was pretty decent. A nice way to start off with 2013. Although I can't help but feel like Hiro Mashima might do something to screw it up. But it's too early to tell because it's January 2013, so we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, this was a decent chapter of Fairy Tail. I'm going to Spiral 27, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.